Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and it's time to do a full review on the Autel X Star Drone. Now, this is actually the first drone I've ever used. I do want to give a shout out to Autel for sending it over and sponsoring this video. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my experience with it, show off some footage with the 4K camera as well. It does include that awesome hard plastic case as well, which is great because I can carry it around, and it also protects the drone as well. Now, I also want to make a quick note that the 4K camera is detachable. You just press this button and you can slide it right on out. Some of them aren't in other drones. And also it includes a 64 gigabyte microSD card. But anyways, let's go outside and fly this drone. Okay, so we are here in a wide open field. As you can see behind me, there is that drone. We are going to go ahead and show off the controller and show off some of the controls as well and talk about how easy it is actually to use this drone. So to begin, very simple, just press and hold the power button. It's going to go ahead and beep, give you a status, and you'll see the battery status is all the way full. And then, of course, it's going to take control of that camera down at the bottom. Now, here's a look at the controller. As you can see, I have an iPhone 7 Plus connected to it. Of course, it is compatible with iOS and Android as well. And you'll see it says connected as well. Lets you know battery percentage and all of that good stuff. So now it is ready to go since it does say connected, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start. So the specific app gives you the overall status of everything, and then we can go ahead and start our motors. So to do so, you press and hold this, and it goes ahead and starts the motors on the drone. So you'll see it's starting to spin, and let it load on up, and I'll be right back. Now, taking a look, you'll notice that the camera is activated. It does give a live feed, and no, I'm not connected to any Wi-Fi network or cell network. You do not need that for the live feed. On the left side here, you do have a button to record. You have an option to actually move the camera, so you'll see when I go ahead and move this, the camera is moving up and down, so that's how you control that. And then, of course, you have a picture button on the side as well. And on the back here, you'll notice that it is connected via USB. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit started. Hold to take off and land. It's very simple. And then, of course, you see hold to start, go home. Go home is actually where it will take control and automatically fly back to where you took off from. So that's a very neat feature. And, of course, press to pause aircraft. So let's press and hold this, and you'll see it's going to go ahead and start taking off. Now, it does make a bit of noise, as you can hear, so it's fairly loud, but as you can see, it takes off for you. And then, of course, here's the live stream with that camera, if you can get a good look at it. So let's go ahead and fly this guy around. Now, it's very simple. To go higher, all you really have to do is press up, and he goes higher. And, of course, within the app, it lets you know about how high it goes, how fast you're going. I've gone up to 30 miles an hour. It can go very high. I believe where I'm at, the limit is 400 feet. So now I want to talk about how easy it is to control this drone, and I was surprised at how simple it is. Now, with the controller on the left stick, the controls for elevation is up and down. It's very simple. And then, of course, to twist the drone, you go left and right. So if I want to go up and down, all I use is the left stick, up, down, and then, of course, right and left, I can spin the drone. So you'll see it's spinning right now. That is all with the left stick. Now, with the right stick, it's a little bit different. If I press up, I go forward, and if I press down, I go back. And then, of course, left and right is to move it sideways, left and right. Not twist it, move it sideways, left and right. Now, to show it off, I'm just going to use the right stick and press up, and you'll see it goes forward. Now, if I go ahead and press down, it's going to go ahead and go back. And if I press to the right, it's actually going to move closer to me, as you can see, and it gets pretty close. So then, of course, I can just go forward, and it zooms off, and it goes really quick. Oh, gosh, I better slow down. I might actually run into the ground. There we go. So I go ahead and bring it up a little bit higher. That was a close one. But as you can see, it actually moves very quickly. So here it is coming towards me a little bit. And it moves. It goes so quick, and it gets a lot of great shots, and it's fairly simple to control. I was actually very surprised at how easy it was to learn these controls. Now I'm going to fly right over my head, see what it looks like from both angles. right, I have it idling right now, and a couple things I want to mention is you do have controls over the camera, of the ISO, aperture, as you can see, and you can actually control some of that with this scrolly wheel on the right side. And you'll see with the GPS map, it gives a trail as well. Of course, I don't have any data service, so it doesn't actually show the map, but it will if you actually have data service. I just don't at the moment on this device. And you'll see it, how high it is, 146 feet. It's just idling right now, lets you know you can record it, and how much battery percentage. So you see it's at 26, so I want to bring it back. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is hold and start go home. And you'll see there's a little screen on this as well to give you more information. Now you'll see it says going home, and that's it. That's all you have to do. You'll bring it up, it says cancel, go home, and you'll see it says low battery right now. So it's going home right now, so the drone is actually moving towards me, and it is way up there right now, but it's gonna go ahead and go back to where it started and then go ahead and come home. Now it's important to note that I can still override this go home, so it doesn't completely actually take over. I can still use the controls and override this landing if I'd like to. As you can see, this is right where we started, and you can take a look at when it lands. Always very smooth, just kind of hovers right below the ground real quick, and then it's gonna go ahead and shut off the motors. That's it. So that would be just a very quick flight, but I've had a lot of fun with this so far. And to finish things off, I want to give some final thoughts on the Autel X Star Drone. Now, for me personally, since it was my first drone, I was very impressed because it was so user-friendly. The controls were very easy to learn how to take it off, charge the battery, transfer files. It was overall a great user experience. Now, I also want to make a note that I do wish battery life was a little bit better. I believe continuous flying and recording time was somewhere around 25-30 minutes. I wish I could extend that a little bit more. Of course, you can buy extra batteries, so that would be my solution to that. Which of course is a little bit of an extra cost. But overall, I'm very impressed. I definitely would recommend this drone to anyone just starting out with drones or wanting to actually learn how to fly a drone as well. It comes with a very great travel hard case. The remote's very easy to learn. It's easy to hook up your phone. They have an app and it functioned perfectly. I had no issues with the app. They have the live feed, 1.2 mile range. Overall, a ton of benefits with this. Very well-priced drone. I believe it's $750 at the point of making this video at the moment on Amazon. I will link to it all down below. But anyways, that's really about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Lots more to come. Click that subscribe button. You can follow me on various social media. As always, thanks for watching.